everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host here. I am Fenneko, the community manager here at Ultima Online for Broadsword Online Games. And we're here on the Europa Shard today for a very special, very special kind of stream. Today we were invited to join in on some fun on Europa because there's a big governor's event going on. So I'm just gonna kind of, oh, I'm not in a chat channel. How about that? Let's see. Let's try that again. There we go. Yay. Hello, Blue. Welcome to the stream. All right. Before we get started, I just want to briefly do my usual spiel here. And that is, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, all that good stuff. It really helps us in the algorithm, staying at the top of the list so that when you look up Ultima Online, we're what you see. Oh, let me see. Absolutely. Also, don't forget to join us on the forum where you can talk to fellow players. You can ask questions, answer questions, do all that great stuff. If you have an active account, all you have to do is sign in like you normally do for your account. Sign up for the UO newsletter. It's how you're going to stay in the know about UO. And finally, UO.com is your #1 source of all information that is Ultima Online. All right. Okay, on my way. Alrighty. So there we go. Today, like I said, we are on the Europa Shard. We are here because we are going to have some fun. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're here. Now, if you're wondering, why is this Tuesday? I thought we normally see that on Wednesdays. You would be correct. You would be absolutely correct. Look at all the people here. Wow. Hello, everyone. Oh, they're doing the Vorpal bunnies. How exciting. And I'll explain this in a second. Well, actually, you know what? Vorpal bunnies. You get these green thorns and you push them into the ground and you get these Vorpal bunnies. These super fast little bunnies. And you get those bunnies and you get special eggs. So that is what's going on right now, is everybody's just having a good time and getting those Vorpal bunnies. Used to be like a really huge thing that people used to do. You don't see it as much anymore, but people still, oh, well, thank you. But people still do it even today. So we can have some fun. We can push some thorns into the ground to kind of help people out. But again, going back to the schedule right now, I know a lot of you are sitting there and going, well, what the heck? I know we normally see Fenneko on Wednesdays and Fridays, and you're absolutely correct. But today's a very special day because Europa, again, invited us. There will be no stream tomorrow, and then we'll be streaming again on Thursday. So it's a little bit different this time around. Okay. It's a little bit trying to multitask. It's always a difficult thing. So one of the things that, again, as I said, you normally would see, Wednesdays and Fridays. This week's a little bit different. You're going to see me on Tuesday and Thursday of this week. Now, that being said, the wonderful thing about this is Thursday we'll be streaming New Legacy Japan. So if that interests you, please by all means join us. And then next week and the next couple weeks, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be streaming still, the Wednesdays and Fridays on, the European and the North American shards and stuff. We'll be streaming Wednesdays and Fridays, but Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're also going to be streaming New Legacy Japan in Japanese. So if those kinds of things excite you, or if you just want to support the channel, we would greatly appreciate it. So all next week, except for Monday, we'll be doing all that wonderful stuff. So again, 2 weeks of absolute fun and mayhem. We are going to have a great time just doing that. I think it's going to be a really great time, and I hope you think it's going to be a great time too. So, we'll see how it goes, right? We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for the follow. Yes, so yes, if that is something you enjoy, by all means, please, 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 please join us on those days. And if you give me a moment, let me compose my thoughts because I do want to relay that to our Japanese viewers as well. So let me think give me a moment. The hamster, I gotta kind of nudge him going, okay? So give me a second. No, yeah, there's in-game sound. Don't worry, we'll get back to it. Okay. Okay. Trying to gather thoughts. Maisu. I enjoy Ultima Online every day. Thank you for letting me play this wonderful game. Keep it entertained. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. I think I got it. I had to look up a couple words and the terminology and how to get it right. So, sumimasen if I get this wrong. Okay. 今後2週間は火曜日と木曜日に日本のサーバー NU ニューレガシーストーリーミングします。わかりますか？Hopefully that came across. But yes, I basically just said for the next 2 weeks we will be streaming the Japanese server New Legacy on Tuesday and Thursday. So again, and I'll repeat it a couple times, and I'm sure once I get it repeated a couple times, I'll memorize those words from now on. So yeah, I'll memorize those words. I promise you I will. Weeks and stuff. I'm still 日本語が勉強します. So I'm studying Japanese. Still working on it. It is a forever language for me. I think it's one of those things, and fun fact, I actually had, let me see if we can get the sound up a little bit. I actually had a professor when I was in college, and I took Japanese in college. And when I was taking, the Japanese course, my professor was actually he was a monk. He was a Japanese monk. Amazing teacher. Really loved him. And he was very honest, and he said he was I believe at the time he was in his 50s, and he said that even he was still forever learning the Japanese language. So, and oddly enough, he was the one that told me, he said, English is so hard to learn. He said, he's like, English is the hardest language. And, contrary-wise, I would say the Asian languages are very difficult to learn, but I am working really, gamberu, I'm working really, really hard to to get those languages. I have been taking it off and on since high school, so it's been a while, and I'm trying really hard to remember things. So yeah, that's where we are. But arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much. All right. So I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna push a thorn in there. There you go. Get them. You get those bunnies. So yes, Vorpal bunnies. This is a favorite pastime amongst the lot. It is a good way to get a bunch of people involved in in playing certain things. But there's the bunnies. Oh, the little bunnies. And there is a timer on these, so you do have to wait. You can kind of see at the bottom down here, there is a bit of a timer on those, so you do have to wait in between. So that's why it's always nice to have a large group doing this with you. So, yeah, we're still on that. We're still on that timer yet. So, just taking a look at everything. Oh, getting reports that there is a syncing issue. One moment, because I do believe I can fix that. All right, we'll give it a test and we'll see if this works. Hopefully, it'll catch up now. But I did not know. Yeah, I didn't know that the voice was off. So, Maisu, New Legacy is a good old-fashioned game, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it with new gameplay. I feel like I'm getting better than before. The inconvenience and enjoyable part of this unique sensibility of Ultima Online. どうもありがとうございます。マイスです。うん。どうもどうもどうもありがとうございます。Thank you very much. I'm glad that you are enjoying it. Gambaru, you can do it. Yeah, Gambaru, Maisu-sama. Well, we're still on a timer yet before we plant another thorn. So let's see if the audio is now matching up at this point. Sometimes that happens, and we're gonna work through it. We're gonna work through it. Okay. Hello, Frog. Welcome to the stream again. Maisu-sama. 日本語を話すときに緊張していら、うん。私は日本語を話すときに緊張していたらすみません。 What's hoppin'? Just having some fun doing Vorpal bunnies. Lots of Vorpal bunnies. Look at all those Vorpal bunnies suddenly. Watch. They're all going to pop up. There's that Vorpal bunny. Now, in the enhanced client, and this is what we're on right now, in the enhanced client, they do look this way, but in the classic client, they will show as the glacial bunnies. They're so much fun. Well, Vorpal bunnies are a blast, and you get some cool little eggs from them if you're lucky. So it's a lot of fun. I do encourage, if you're ever, wondering what to do. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Do some Vorpal bunnies. They're a lot of fun. Just making sure I am writing down all of my settings quick so that I don't lose anything by accident. Because that would be bad, That would be really, really bad. I'm just going to note this while I set that up. Because, yeah, yeah. There. There we go. Almost there. We got those Vorpal bunnies. Alrighty. We're getting those Vorpal bunnies. Heck yeah. They're so much fun. Not this year, Frog. It's good Japanese. I'm an Asuka player, and my friends say it's very easy to understand. 本当に本当ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, I'm going to cry a little bit. Okay. We're still getting those bunnies. I think we're still on a timer. Yeah, we're still on a timer. But, okay, so the Vorpal bunnies, like I said, they're a lot of fun. They came along a long time ago, and they were a good way to get colored eggs. And these colored eggs are they're so pretty. They come in so many colors. And obviously, I don't have all the colors to show you, but they're so much fun. How do you say frog in Japanese? カエル? I think it's カエル. Frog. カエル. I think. Not a word I use a lot. Not a word I use a lot. So I have to think about that one. I think it's カエル. Frog, カエル. I think. Oh, well, it's 4 a.m. It's about time to go on a Britannia adventure in a dream. Not a oyasumi nasai. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oyasumi nasai. Good night. Well, actually, technically, it would be morning. But since you're going to bed. Uh-oh. We pushed another thorn into the ground. We're just pushing thorns in at this point. Maybe somebody's going to get lucky. I love the little flute noise that it plays when they pop up. The little flute noise is adorable. Look at them getting these Vorpal bunnies. Heck yeah, get them. Get them bunnies. They're trying to make Hassenpfeffer. Right? Right. I've never heard those things attacking on their own. They sound weird. I've always heard them in a bunch. They sound weird. Lots of fun. There are people coming and going. Let's see. Founding citizen. Wow. They've been here a while. That's a title that you get after many years. There's the governor of Britain. Who else do we have here? The governor of Minot is here as well. Trying to look at all the people we've got a few governors here. This was a big governor event. I'm gonna try and find the little poster. There it is. It said Europa governors invite all citizens to a manic Vorpal bunny hunt. Moonglow East Wheatfield. Green thorns will be provided. And it's Tuesday today, April 15th at 7:30 p.m. BST. And then 8:30 CEST and 2:30 Eastern time. That's us. And it says prize awarded for the most colored eggs collected and most bust statues. I forgot about that one. You get bust statues with that, and it's really cool too. Walk on Warrior, hello, welcome back. Hey, Fenneko. We talked last week about doing a champ spawn on Legends, and I realized today I won't be able to now. I got family coming up for the weekend, so I have to... No, that actually works. I was trying to figure out how to get in contact with you. So, if you could please send me an email, because Friday doesn't work either. So... if you could send me a message through the forum, Facebook, any one of those, or just directly email me, that would be amazing. Because, yeah, Friday doesn't work either, but I wanted to get in touch with you, and I was like, how do I get in touch with him? I don't know how to get in touch with him. I know him on Twitch, but I don't know them in the game. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you. That's okay. That's okay. Absolutely. We will figure it out. We'll work it out. We'll have a great time. We will. We will. We'll get together and we'll have a lot of fun. I can guarantee it. I know we will. But yes, please do email me, because yeah, it makes it so much easier. And also for anybody else out there, if you would like to invite me to something, please send me a message. You can send any kind of message through Facebook, through Instagram, through X or Twitter, through the forum, email. I mean, email's your best route, but just in case, those are other avenues that you can message me. That way, if something comes up, because real life happens, right? And nobody wants to, be disappointed or anything like that if something happens and we don't know about it. So this is good. This is good. So yes. Oh, that works out so well. I hope you have a lot of fun with your family. I really do. But yes, I also I also realize that I have family coming this weekend. So I didn't realize the dates. So yeah, it works out. It works out quite well. No worries. I think we all forgot. The months, the days, everything's just going by so fast. It's hard to keep up. Thank you. I swear the days, they just meld together at this point. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy the days, the way they just melt together now. It's what I find absolutely crazy is we just got into spring, right? But summer's not that far off. I mean, summer's not that far off. I, for one, am excited for summer. There's so much more to do in the summer. I mean, there's winter stuff to do in places, and I'm sure if you go out and look, you'll find some winter stuff to do. But there's something about summer. There's something about summer. I think it's kind of ingrained in us from when we were kids, and you'd get off for the summer for school. It was like a special time. Maybe that's just me. Oh, another thorn. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get that bunny. Ooh, fire. Look at all them bunnies. Oh, I missed it. The governor of Esper's here too. Look at that. Everybody's here. It's a party. I think we're still on a cooldown yet. Yeah, we're still on a cooldown. Nope. Oh, that's why I didn't see you. That big old uh, uh, uh is it a gammon? The big old gammon is just standing right on you. It's so big I couldn't see ya. Ooh, I wonder who's gonna get the brightest eggs, because that could be subjective. And the best bust. I remember when the colored bus came out, and I was so excited. Ronan, welcome back. Hello. Fennec Fox. Yes. Yes. Hello. Welcome back. And for those of you just joining us, we are on the Europa Shard today. And yes, I know it's Tuesday. And I'm sure I have thrown everyone's schedule off now. But it is Tuesday. We will be streaming Tuesday and Thursday. And Thursday we will be streaming New Legacy Japan. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. We're going to continue with that. But the next 2 weeks, we're going to have some fun. And we're going to be streaming both the North American and European shards along with the Japanese shards on a little bit of a different schedule. So we've already kind of touched on that. And I'll repeat it a couple times just so that we don't forget and we know, what's going on. So, but no, we haven't entered some time loop or anything. I swear to you, Hawkwind was not involved in this one. We're just doing it a little bit different today. Let's see if we're off the timer. We are. Woo! There goes another bunny. Ooh. Get him. Get him. There we go. Oh, apparently I gained in wrestling tactics and anatomy for some reason. I must have hit it for some reason. I don't know why. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have hit me. How rude. See? Shouldn't have. But it did. And yes, we are doing Vorpal bunnies in the farming area just east of Moonglow. Not that hard to find. If you take those teleporters, and offhand, I can't remember which one it is. I want to say it's the bottom right teleporter. I want to say it's the bottom right teleporter. If you take that one, you'll get close to here. And then you just run up this road. And you'll meet up with us. So easy to get to, or you can just run straight east. Just go past the cemetery. It's just directly east from the cemetery. Vesper Isle is kind of my jam. Or not Vesper. I laughed so hard my ears fell off. Not Vesper Isle. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Varity Isle. Varity Isle. Varity Isle is kind of my jam. I do know just a little bit about Varity Isle. Oh, hey, what must we do with eggs? It's part of an event that the governors are doing. Heck yeah. You get the eggs and the statues. Yeah, you can't turn them in any longer. But they're nice. They make nice deco. Yep. They make nice deco. I used to put the eggs around spring, and I would put them all over hidden in like the I would do like uh, a garden like area, and I would hide the eggs in the garden area. Yeah, yeah. There's the bus type. Yeah, not the one you can craft, the bus type ones, and yeah, they're nice. Boink. There you go. Get that rabbit. Get that wascally rabbit. And like I said, we are in the EC today. Um, so no, in the classic line, you would see them as like glacial bunnies. In the EC, you see them as just bunnies, and they're adorable. They're adorable little bunnies. Uh, yeah. Normally, what we have done in the past is we've done the classic UO client, which is the web-based client that is approved. Unfortunately, not sure what happened, and it's an ongoing, issue that is trying to get fixed. So they're still kind of looking into this issue and getting that situated. But for some odd reason, my client just shows up as, just the black screen, and then I can see my paper doll and all that stuff, but can't see anything else. It's weird. But yeah, there are theories as to why it's doing it, but nothing really solid right now. So as soon as that gets fixed, we'll bounce right back to Classic UO. But for the time being, we're going to use the EC, kind of showcase the EC for a bit. And this particular version of the EC, because we have shown the approved third-party client for, you know, the classic client, which is Classic UO. We are using Pinkos, which is an approved third-party client for the enhanced client for UO. So, and that is why I wanted to kind of get out there that there are, you know, other ones that you can take a look at. You're a bit confused yourself? Yeah, yeah. That's why. It's just we're just showcasing both clients while we can. Figured why not? You know, fair's fair, right? There's an apple on the ground. 30 apples on the ground. Somebody was hungry. Nope, still on a timer. For what? Oh, save them. Part of a contest. There you go. My pleasure. Yeah, the governors are doing an amazing contest. There's going to be prizes for the colored eggs that you get. The brightest colored eggs, I guess, is going to win. Let's see. There we go. Yep, fair is fair. Absolutely, Ronan. Fair is fair. Look at the poor bunnies. Oh, there they go. All ganging up on that poor little rabbit. So, yeah. Oh, there he goes. Goodness. That bunny's just, that bunny said, nope, bye. The bunny said, bye. Not hanging around. Goodbye. Oh, no. Their puppy is attacking them. Why is your puppy attacking you? Are they evil or just little rascals? They're just little rascals. They're not really evil. I mean, to be fair, if someone planted something in your home and it magically like pushed you out, you'd be pretty upset. So, I mean, understandably, these little guys are pretty angry. I'm sure there is. Let me see if there is a. Let me see if there really is like any kind of lore on the Vorpal bunnies, because I can't say I remember one. Let's see. Yeah, there's not really much about them. Just that they're really fast. If you don't kill them quickly, they go right back underground. Yeah. And they carry the brightly colored eggs. That's there's really not much about them. I don't think there really was any kind of, you know, big backstory to them. So that would be upsetting. Yeah, it would be. I would think so. I would think so. I mean, if somebody stuck a stick in my house and started poking me to get out, I'd be like, dude, all right. Doink. So they just exist, then they go poof. No, you can do this at any time of the year. A lot of people just do it at this time of the year just because it's fun. Maybe if someone used ninjutsu and turned into a bunny, ooh, infiltrate their little burrows and take all their brightly colored eggs. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fun thing to do. There's little things like this scattered all throughout Ultima Online that you can do. For example, one thing that you can do on Varity Isle that most people have forgotten about is you get a special deed and you go to the telescope and you can look at all the solar system, or not solar systems, the galaxies and the stars and everything else. And if you find one that hasn't been named, you get to name it. And then what you do is that you put everything down, and then you get a scroll that has your name and the found um, constellation and everything, and what you named it. It's breaking and entering. The little bunny police are going to come out. Little bunny police are going to come out and get you. What are you doing? Still on a timer yet? Look at all the statues, though. And yes, you can get these statues. They're just plain statues. But, one, yeah, Ronan. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. There's the constellation. Let me see if I can pull it up on the map here. I want to say it's over here somewhere. I want to say it's over here. I could be wrong. Let me double check, though. Teleporter. Nope, it's over here. So there is a teleporter that you can go to. And it'll take you to, and you go over to the telescope. And yeah, if you find a constellation that nobody has claimed, you can rename it. So let's see. It says teleporter 3. So it's this one. So there's 2 on the top. It's the second one from the top on your right. You take that one, and it will take you over to this teleporter, and you just wander on over to the telescope. And yeah, a lot of people have forgotten about these things, but these are fun little tidbits in UO that you can still do at any time. I wish one day to find a new star constellation to name in real life. That would be fun. That would be cool. But yeah, no, 100%. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. It's a lot of fun. I currently have on my home shard, I have like 3 or 4 that I've done on various characters. Super fun. It's a super fun pastime. And you get, like I said, a deed that you can lock down that says, your constellation and the name of it and your name right on it. So this game never ceases to amaze you. Like I said, it's those little things in the game that people they either don't know about or they've forgotten. And yeah, no, 100%. We'll see if we'll see if we can wander on over there after we're done here. Take a look. Hi, Einkern. Hi, governors are doing a contest for the Vorpal bunny eggs. Yeah, they're doing a nice little contest. Yep. Back, click the field, and get the bunny. You can be here. Everyone can be here. Everybody can be here. Little things in every shard is different too. Yes, that's absolutely true. Yes, it's the little things, and I love these little things. There's a little bunny, and he's just running around. Everybody's just like, meh. I don't know. That one's okay. That bunny's just like, well. But yeah, as soon as we're done here, I will see if I can show everybody what that looks like because you know what, it's stuff like that you do, and you oftentimes as a longtime player, if you remember that stuff, you take for granted because it's just like, oh, you think like others would know it for some reason, and it's little things like that. There's so much, like I said, there's so many little things like that all over Ultima Online. I highly suggest wandering. Like I said, I've said it a million times, go out, wander. Just wander, explore, because there's stuff out there that you might be missing. I miss the event with the mirror and the Juka when you had to find artifacts. I miss that. That was a lot of fun. I missed that one. Walk on Warrior. I like finding little memorials to the game's history. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can find those little things all over. There's one that has my dad's name on it from the first ever harrower kill. That's awesome. That is so cool. That is really cool. I know the EMs do they do a lot of event stuff, obviously, but they also do like player like things for the players, like exclusively, and you can get like your name on like plaques. Like I've been to many shards where they have like plaques or ribbons or trophies, and it's all like archery tournament or relay race or stuff like that, and it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, it's a nice piece of history because it's a time when these kinds of things were done regularly, and people had fun doing these things. And I know there's a lot of EMs that still do that even today. Yeah. I mean, the eggs, yeah, sometimes, yeah, sometimes they fall everywhere. You just gotta look, and you gotta be careful that you're not overweight too, because that'll cause a problem. If you are overweight, that'll cause a problem, and then you might not get anything that's supposed to go in your pack. So, bag of sending, I'm telling you, bag of sending. It is your friend. And like I said, that's where I'm getting those. That is a quest you can do in the Solon Hives. Super easy to do. You can do them over and over and over and over and over again if you want. They generally don't take more than just you to do. It is. It is. It is very similar. Except mine is orange. Thank you. Notice it doesn't have a description. Nope. Mine is special. Mine is special. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, mine is it is very similar to the GM robes, but mine is a different color. So Ronan says, that is cool. I tried getting my kid to play UO and he didn't want to, rather play GTA 5 online, but I'm not going to force him into it. You know what? Sometimes kids, sometimes it's just you know, I always see UO as one of those games where it's either your cup of tea or it's not. You know what I mean? It's either your cup of tea or it's not. I found though a lot of the younger, the kids and stuff, they're getting back into like the retro gaming. Like that's like huge. And so it wouldn't surprise me if we ended up getting a lot of the younger people joining in because of that nostalgic feel of the game. He will come around one day. I do not doubt that in the slightest. I do not doubt that. I'm sure he will. There's a certain sense of wonder and nostalgia with this. My dad got my brother and I into UO when we were in the third and fourth grade. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, UO is such a magical game. And I've met some people that flat out, early 2000s were like, nah, it's not my thing. Nah, 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 nah. And then, like, 20 years later, they're like, that game that you were talking about, like, way back? Yeah, I'm playing it now. And it's just like, I told you. And I've also met a lot of people that regret that they didn't get involved a lot sooner. Like they're like, I wish I would have, played when it was first suggested, way back. It's one of those things. This is my last thorn. That's my last thorn. Get that bunny. Walk on Warrior. Funny you say that about retro games. I'm in college now, and so many of my friends love watching me play and have even started themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's crazy. And funny it's funny to think that, you could talk retro in this, but I mean it is. And I love it. And I've been seeing a lot more games made, like present day made in the same, style as Ultima Online and games like that. So I really think this style of gaming is coming back, and I think it's great. I love it. So I think we're gonna start seeing a younger audience kind of slowly, kind of jumping in. I don't think we're gonna see like YouTuber levels of people jumping in and going, all in. But I could definitely see a lot of the younger people, starting to kind of, go, huh, let me check this out. I know my parents used to play this game. So I really do foresee that. Oh no! The horsey, not the horsey. Let me see if I can take just a couple more. No, we don't want that many. There we go. I forgot I have shift click on. Normally it's the other way around, But today I have shift click on. I swears. More than bunnies. Look at all the statues, though. If you ever wanted to get one of these and you just want to engrave them, and yes, you can engrave them. You can engrave them. One of the I think it's the Tinker in Moonglow Bank. Since we're already on Varity Isle, I do believe it's the Tinker in Moonglow Bank. Might be the Carpenter though, but they have the the hammer, the chisel to do that. You can engrave these statues. So if you're setting up an event or something, a player run event, and you want to do like first place, second place, third place, if you don't want to make them or you don't have the ability to make them, you can get these and engrave them. At least I'm pretty sure you can engrave these. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure you can. Blue's been getting into old Game Boy Color and Advance games lately. Retro gaming seems to be huge right now. I've personally been seeing a lot more like retro gaming stores popping up. So if that is an indicator as to, what is popular, There we go. There's another one. There's another bunny to keep you occupied. Bunnies everywhere. Get them bunnies. Naughty rabbits. Maybe they're rabid. Maybe we're doing the realm a favor. They're rabid. I tell myself as I, get the 18th bunny. That's a lot of statues. That's a lot of statues. We're running out of room. The problem is each one of these is 10 stones. So, I mean, too many of these and your pack's already overloaded. It's too bad there isn't like a trash barrel here. And you could just trash them right away. That'd be the easiest way. Lord Xenu, welcome to the stream. Oh. Lord Xenu. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, I have no idea. If you were taken to jail, then I would say that probably was a GM thing. Oh, then yeah, I would say, yeah, that probably was a GM at the time. Over 20 years ago, yeah. Younger player brought me back in last year. When you were in the hospital, oh, I'm so sorry. The nurse asked me what game I was playing on my laptop, and long story short, she told me she was huge on WoW. But her boyfriend had a UO stream on Twitch. And you were like, UO still exists. Yes, yeah. Crazy, isn't it? Uh Lord Zeno says it used to be the Wild West. You know what? It still is on some shards. A siege for sure. And they were early 20s. See? Yeah, I'm telling you. You know what? A lot of people also grew up watching someone play, you know? I think it's just a set amount of time until the contest is over. I don't know. I know, like, I know my parents are still kind of, they're like, yeah, UO still going. I'm like, yeah, of course it is. Unfortunately, my father does not have a gaming laptop, so he can't play, but I've met a lot of people. I had a professor when I was in college that was shocked. He was like, "Is UO?" He's like, "UO still going?" I'm like, "Of course it is. Like, it's gonna go forever. Heck yeah!" And he was telling me a story about how he used to be one of the number one people to PK. And that's all he would do, him and his buddies. They would just PK people all day. And I was like, well, he's like, yeah, I had to stop playing because I was just getting too involved. I'm like, okay. But he was like, I may have to come back. I'm like, come on back. We'd love to have you. So, if my professor is watching, thank you so much for everything you taught me and welcome back. Not sure if he did. This was years ago. So, if he did, heck yeah. I think it's great. I think it's great. I love hearing stories from people um, about when they used to play and everything, and it always brings that warm fuzzy feeling back. And they're like, "I'm gonna boot it back up," and I'm like, "Yeah, you are. Come on back. We'd love to have you." You were probably one of the blues fighting him. It was good times. You know, I told him, I said, well, you probably got me a couple times. He's like, yay. He said, we camp out in people's houses that left their houses public and stuff, and we wait for people. And I'm like, dude, you can't be doing that because I was one of those people that didn't, lock their house. I said, so you probably got me, man. Not cool. I asked if that granted me, like, some kind of like extra credit points, because he did that. And he was like, no. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of I hear a lot of stories from people I meet, and I love hearing them. I do. Crossbar bolt in the back. Yep. I remember the first time I owned my very first house. It was in the swamps, near Britt Crossroads. Um, and I remember it was one of the small marble houses, which had the open bottom floor. And this was when they introduced, this was just after they introduced Trammel. Yeah, yeah, Ronan. um, and this was when they just introduced Trammel, and I got really excited because it was my very first house, and I didn't care where it was. It was mine. It was my first house, this little marble. And I was so used to, locking everything and everything with a lock and key because for a while, that's how you had to lock your house. You had a key, and that's how you kept your house from being public and from people getting in was this key. So they introduced the public, and private feature for your home. And I forgot to set mine to private. So I was, getting all this stuff and I was setting up my house and I was like, oh, that looks so nice there. And I'm going to put that there and I'm going to put that there and it's going to look amazing. And I'm setting it up. And as I'm putting things down, they're disappearing. And I went, well, what the heck? And I was getting really frustrated. So at the time I paged a GM and I said, hey, my stuff is just vanishing. What is going on? Like, I can't even lock it down fast enough. And the GM got back to me and he's like, so, he's like, your house is public and there's a skill called hiding. And I'm like, son of a. I lost so much stuff that day. But somebody made out with a good amount of loot, let me tell you. Somebody made out with some good stuff. But all is good. I mean, I was upset at the time because I worked hard for it. But you know what, dude? If you remember that, and you were the person that did it, we're good. We're good, bud. Like, good on you. Honestly, good on you. 'Cause, man, sneaky, but it was good. I learned a valuable lesson because of you. Yeah, yep. So, yeah. Always make sure your house is private if you don't want when you're putting stuff down. That's the lesson to learn, When you're decoing a house, it should be private. That's Fenneko's advice of the day. Make sure your house is private when decoing. Oh, in 10 more minutes, they're going to stop to see who won the prizes. Yay. They always say, well, in the game mechanics. Yep. They weren't doing anything, they weren't violating the TOS. I left my house public. That was my bad. That was on me. You did it too? Yeah, see, I mean, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, it's only pixels, Now, if it was like a one of a kind, like no, you can't find it anywhere else, I'd have been angry. But it wasn't like it was anything super like, luxe or anything. It was just, it was stuff. Like I said, your brother did that to someone a couple of years ago. Wow, it's still happening? No kidding. So, like I said, Fenneko's advice of the day, if you're decoing your house, make your house private. And if you want vendors, so one way I was able to do the whole vendor plus the house thing is you put your vendors outside and then you lock the door, so that nobody can get in except for certain people. And if you really want to go the extra mile, you can always get another account to just have a vendor home, and that's all you have on there is vendors. And then the rest of your stuff is on another account that has your main house that is private. And then that way you can just trade stuff from, one account to the other. And that eliminates the problem. But that's a lot. But in my opinion, it's well worth it. I've done that for far too long. And I'm glad I did. I have one account that basically is just exclusively for handling a house with vendors. That is all it does. Um, and yeah, it works out really well, honestly. Oh, have to handle that one quick. There you go. There we go. Ah! Yeah, I can't say. I can honestly say I've never done anything like that. And I have, if I have, and I use the term PK, but if I have taken someone out, it was purely by accident. I assure you it was, because I do not have the skill set to do it on purpose. Honest to goodness, I really don't. Ronan says, I wish to lock down a million times and I still can't hang paintings on my wall. Oh. Paintings can be a pain though. I will definitely side with you on this one. Paintings can be a pain sometimes, trying to get them in the right position. Man, I hear you. I hear you. Paintings. Oof. 5 more minutes, peoples. 5 more minutes. I think I'm still, yeah, I'm still on a timer. Cool down. But yeah. Ronan. A PK Fenneko? Like I said, if I did, it was by accident. I do not have the skill set. Not at all. Ah. Just a couple more minutes. 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes. And then we're going to find out the winner. Do they get a chicken dinner? You can get chicken. I mean, you can get chicken in the game. That might be you know what? That would actually be kind of a cool prize. Not going to lie. The winner gets a chicken dinner. Cuz I just want to be the absolute, geek that sits there and go, "Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yay!" I don't know why. If you can't tell, I'm a little weird. I don't know what would give it away. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left to go. I'm going to plant my last thorn here for everybody. 3 minutes. Actually, what skills do you have on your character? I see your focus going up every once in a while. So this character in particular, I do believe I can show you. Skills. There really is nothing on this character. Everything that you see as far as this is just basically what's been going on since, I just kind of started. Like the character is just very basic. There's really nothing on it. And that's just because, to be perfectly honest, being, a yellow, named character, there's really no need. And having the skill, not having the skills in a lot of things does actually kind of help, because that way, uh how do I word this? That way, I'm not helping anybody. You know what I mean? It's just, everybody does their own thing. I'm just here to basically watch. So that is why. I mean, I could, build this character up to be a mage and just, be done with it if I wanted to. But to be perfectly honest, I mean, when would I use the skills? You know? It's one of those things where it's like, no, player account wise, all. Player account wise, all. I have characters with every skill, except I think for camping. I think that's the one I never raised, and I was just like, why? No. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Right. Yeah, I'm not being biased or anything. That way, I just kind of, I have no weapons, you can see. And I've, like I said, I've always been fully transparent. I have no weapons or anything like that. No spell books, nothing. It's just me, my bananas, an acid sack, a torch, and an empty ceramic mug. Oh, and my mangled head of a dreadhorn. That's all. Just little old me. Um, you remember the Reds trying to trap you? Yep. Can't really do anything, but I forgot how it is. It controlled specifically with mouse. You can use your keyboard. I mean, it's the A W. You can use your keys. There are specific ways to do that. This one is for the enhanced client. It's I think for the classic client as well. It's the arrow keys that move you. But yeah, you can use your mouse to move to right, or right click makes you move. So, all right, who has the most eggs? Oh, they have 4 eggs. Lara has 1 egg. Do I win for having the least eggs? I have none. Lilac says 4 3-packs. Artemian says 22 plus 3 brightly colored eggs. Einkern says 6 plus 4 counterfeit. Troxon says brightly colored just 1. Einkern says 6. Oh, so single click. No, if you just single click, you just point in whatever direction you single click. You have to right click, hold it down. You totally forgot. That's okay. That's okay. Yep, you right click and hold. Mimi says chew. Lilac says 9 curious, 4 brightly. May says who has the most brightly? Lara says 1 brightly. Chubb says 8 brightly. I have 0. I have no brightly colored eggs. I have none. Baba Yaga says how many does you has? Let's see. Oh, not the curiously adorned, just the brightly colored. Artemian says 47 eggs, 3 brightly colored eggs. Lelic must have won. Potentially. Not sure yet. Chubb has 8 brightly colored eggs. Lilac said they only have 4. Baba Yaga says 140 eggs. Whoa. Any advance on 8s? Oh, Baba Yaga says 143. Brightly colored? Oh, brightly colored eggs? You have 143? That's crazy. Oh, okay. I think they're counting the curiously adorned and all of those. We just want fight for them. They just want the brightly colored. Just the brightly colored egg. So it sounds so far like Chubb has 8. Go complete PK, get those eggs. Oh, yeah. Those are the new ones. Those are pretty. Those are pretty. Oops. Not. Those are pretty, but they want the other ones. The ones that look like 3 eggs together colored. Yep, like those. Like these. Yeah, those are the pretty ones. Oh, they're being kind for me. Yeah, there's 8. They have 8. That's crazy. That the red ones are pretty. The pink are my favorite, obviously. The blue. Does luck play a role? I'm not sure. Does luck play a role? I don't know, honestly. I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't know. It doesn't sound like anyone has more than 8. So I think it's safe to say they won. I think it's safe to say that the patience won. Oh, a green soulstone token. Very nice. For those who don't know, soulstone tokens. You get soulstones, and what you can do is you can take one of your skills and put it on the soulstone so that you can kind of swap out another skill or train another skill. Say you decided, I don't want archery anymore. You can take that archery, put it on a soulstone, and go, I'm going to pocket it for later. Or, put it on another character from that account. You bet it does. Same with all the, that's entirely possible. I'm not saying it's not, because it is entirely possible. It absolutely is entirely possible. But yeah, soul stones are very, very nice, and they're very valuable, and you tend to find a lot of people selling them. Yeah, it really is, Ronan. It's a great prize. Yeah, Ein Kern. It's in the UO store. Can put a skill on it to. it for another character on the account. Yep. Yep. It's an amazing prize. Anytime. Yeah, it's an amazing. It really is. It's a great prize. And it was so nice of them to do that. Congrats on your prize. Yep, you can get it as a 1-year reward as well. Oh, a legacy token. Very nice. Very nice. Congrats. Legacy tokens are great too. Those are nice to have. Let me tell you. No prize for a second. I mean, like legacy prizes, legacy token, I should say. Legacy tokens are really nice. And you can get either a Hooded Shroud of the Shadows, the Charger of the Fallen, or a Green Soulstone. So you get your pick. So, personally, I tend to either get the Soulstone or the Charger. Thank you so much for inviting me. I had a lot of fun. And a lot of people don't know about the Vorpal bunnies, so it's always nice to kind of showcase another thing that you can do in UO. Yeah, heck yeah! I always find these are a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, sorry. No. Nice to have an event where no special skill is needed. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice to have an event where no special skill. You just can, it's not gonna. The odds of a Vorpal bunny killing you. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you too. Charger's awesome. Yeah, I do like the Charger of the Fallen. It is a nice ethereal pet. I really like that one. It is a really nice ethereal pet. Yep. Thank you for the fun. I'm off to show viewers about the telescope here. Wave to everyone. Wave to everyone. Heck yeah. So there we go. See, everybody's waving. All right. So we're going to go and I'm going to show you the, you were the Vorpal bunny. It's like the Spanish Inquisition. All right. So, like I said, it is just east of the of Moonglow. Not far at all. I do believe we're on the right track. No, we got to keep going north yet. But it is one of the places that a lot of people don't know about. By the way, you get your banner over here, your Moonglow banner, if you want that. Or did I go? Did I go too far? I did. That was where I was supposed to. See, wrong turn. I missed my turn at Albuquerque. Let me tell you. I missed my turn. See, don't ask me for directions. You wish. Don't ask me for directions. I can guarantee I will get you lost. So here's those teleporters I was telling you about. That'll take you back to Moonglow. But here, see, is the astronomer. There's Celsius, the astronomer. There he is. And yeah, you can get all sorts of stuff from him as needed, which is kind of nice. If you're out here in the middle of nowhere and you really need like reagents, here's the place to get it. So, and here's the astronomer, and he has a nice little blurb about here. And you can see the ledger. This is the constellation ledger. And so you can see the constellation names, who found them, when they found them, what time of day they found them, UO time, of course, and the coordinates of each one. And as you can see, lots and lots of, people have done this as, as recently as 2022. But yeah, basically you come here and, wow, Viper found a lot of them. But yeah, look at that. You can name them, almost whatever you want. At one point, I remember this being like a big thing when it first happened. This was a huge, 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 huge thing. And everybody was in a race to try and find these constellations as quickly as they could because, yeah, you had to get your name in there. You just had to do it. So, and there's a nice book here. See, and it says any standard clock is an essential tool in mapping the night sky. And there's the best viewing hours. Constellations appear at various times. And happy sky watching. So you can read this on your own time. I'm not going to read this all now because that'll take a while. But then what you're going to need to do is you're going to look out of the telescope and everything. And you're going to take a look. And you're going to find your time. Look at that. I love the orrery. It's so much fun. I love the orrery. It's so much fun. But anyways, and you can, find your constellation and everything, and you can report it, and then you get your name in the book. So there you go. And like I said, here's the ledger. And each shard, so I mean, this isn't like across all of the shards. So if you're worried, like, oh, if this is across all of the shards, I'm betting they've all been found. As you can see at the top here, no, only 421 out of 1,000 have been found here on the Europa shard. So if you're ever looking at this, and like I said, it's available on all the shards. If you're ever looking at this and you're like, oh, I wonder if is there any? If you see this where it's 1,000 of 1,000, then all of them have been found. You won't be able to name a constellation. But if it's less than 1,000, that means there's constellations out there for you to find. Okay, so that being said, highly, highly suggest that you check it out, that you have some fun with it. So interesting to me how UO as a game will never see the same player start off and have the same direction. Absolutely. Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. So where was I going? Oh, right. In a moment, brain lapse. Okay, so in order to do this, what you have to do is you're going to need a cartography map maker's pen, and you need to make a star chart. Okay, and then you can name your constellation via the star chart. Now that star chart then can be turned into the astronomer that you see right there, Willibrord at the Moonglow telescope tent. It's so much like reality, and each individual pursues their own goal. Yes, absolutely. I mean, realistically, unless you mimic each other, like every step of the way, no two players are ever going to be the same. No two characters are ever going to be the same. Similar, but never the same. And that's the great thing about Ultima Online. But yeah, so that is how you're going to do the whole star chart. So you just need a telescope, obviously. Um, it was a 21st anniversary gift. So I'm sure you probably could find them on vendor search or the tokens, stuff like that. But yeah, you view the night sky. And you can view planets, galaxies, comets, constellations, all that good stuff. And then you chart them with the cartography map maker's pen to make a star chart. And that's how you name them. And then a star chart, you turn it in, and if you discover a constellation, what happens is your name and the name of the constellation gets reported in the ledger that you just saw. And all the constellations are shard. They're unique to the shard. So it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, unless you went around to each shard with the exact coordinates and named it, and you have your character the same name and named it the same thing, which I'm not doubting somebody has already. Kudos to you, because that's a lot of work. But unless somebody has done that, they're all going to be different, and that's the great thing. That's the thing I love about this. Like I said, I know when this first came out, I was one of the players that was very excited to play this, to do this, and I was definitely just I was looking up any constellation I could, and having a great time. But yeah, that is how you do it. Super easy, lots of fun. Get your constellation in. Like I said, I'm sure. Whoops, wrong one. I'm sure. There we go. Oh, it's this one. It's this one, the middle one. Sorry. But I am absolutely sure that you'll enjoy it. You'll have a good time. And yeah, just check it out on your shard. Go to it first to see if there's any availabilities. I think the only one probably that would have a high number might be Atlantic. And that's just because of the population there. But I'm not 100%. So, like I said, definitely check it out. See, is it, you know, are there, availability there, and go from there, right? I think this is the one. Yeah, I knew it was this one. So this is the one that takes you down here, and then you follow this road. I'll bring up my map here. You follow this. Well, it's not really a road, but you just follow this around the corner, around the bend there, and you'll be right at you'll be at the fields here, but you can follow this around the bend to go to there, or you could just take the other teleporter, and that'll take you straight to, where you need to be. And no, it is this one. That's the one that brings you. Yeah, this one is the one that always brings you back. I have played this game so long, and to this day, these teleporters sometimes still get me every now and again. Every now and again. And then, so yeah. This one takes you near the fields. This one takes you to the telescope. I do believe this one takes you to Lycaeum. No, this one takes you to the house. And then the other one takes you to the Lycaeum. So if you need to get to the Lycaeum quickly, ta-da! And the only problem with the Lycaeum is it's not right next to it. You got to go all the way up here. Oh, sorry. This is underneath where the Book of Truth. Yeah, if you've never been down here, by the way. The Book of Truth. See? That's where the Book of Truth is held. Beautiful. Beautiful. I know some shards, they really love to do a lot of events surrounded around the Lycaeum, and this is a really good they do really, really well with them. Great Lakes was one of the big ones that I know would do that a lot. Is they would do a lot of EM events kind of centered around the Lycaeum. So lots of fun. If you've never really paid attention to the lore and to what goes on in Ultima Online, highly recommend going to the UO.com wiki. It has all the information about that stuff, and I guarantee you're not gonna be sorry, because there is a wealth of knowledge there for Ultima Online. So honestly, get out there, read the lore. It's a good read. Honestly, I I want to say at one point somebody took all of it and turned it into a book. I want to say somebody did that at one point. I don't remember who or what the book would be called anymore, or if it's even still available. But I really wish it was all in a nice little bound book, because I would read that over and over and over again. I don't think I'd ever put it down. Truthfully, I don't think I would ever put that book down. It would forever be just, yeah. All right. So let's see. I am sure there is some PvP going on, and I know Ronan likes PvP. um is there still PvP going on? A UO comic book. Yeah, I could see that. I would love that. I would read the heck out of those all day, every day. Well, there's Wrath. I'm assuming there's probably PvP still going on. I'm assuming there is. What? What? I think the biggest problem from Ultima 1 onwards, yeah. And welcome to the stream, Martin. Yeah, no, from Ultima 1 onwards, yeah. I would love a book about that. We need to get someone on that. But it won't be me. It won't be me. I promise you it won't be me. Oh. Red is on a blue horse. Yeah, let's get aggressive. Let's see if I know it's going on. I think everybody's just kind of busy. We might be in the cooldown period of the PvP, though. Looks like a lot of people are just kind of coming in to heal up and head out, realistically. Heal up, res, and head out. Let's see. There has to be... Let me see. Let's see. One of the places that we can try. Whoops. I know on Atlantic, this is a popular spot. I don't think so much on... I don't think so much on other shards. Maybe it should be Martin. He had a good idea. All right, Martin's been tasked with it now. That's it. Let's see. Thank you. Ultima player from the DOS games eras. Never played UO. Huge fan of lore, though, especially 4, 6, and 7. Very nice. Very nice. Yes. The original games were a blast. I would, get into playing Ultima Online. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's like, it's great times. Great times. But yes, the original games, amazing. And they had great storylines and everything. Honestly, the Ultima lore is amazing. Ultima lore and the Ultima Online lore. The continuation of that is what makes the game so magical, even now. So yeah, love it. Hello, Tree. Welcome to the stream. And that's the name. That's the name. I just want to. That's the name. TRAMMIE. Well, what am I waiting for? I was waiting to see if they were who's attacking who in Fell today? And can I watch? The original games from Lord British is all there. Yeah. Deceit entrance. Got it. How dare I? I know. I have heard from people that a lot of people don't like being called, someone who likes trammel a lot. So, but that is the name. I swear to you. I swear to you. I swear to you. That is the name. Oh, you meant Martin. Okay. The original, yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Poo-poo darn. Well, you have so much work to do. Excuses, excuses. Let's see if somebody over here has another crystal portal that we can borrow to get back to where we need to be. But yeah, I know a lot of people, that became a name that a lot of people really didn't like for a while. I never really was offended by it, but yeah. Fell Dungeon Deceit. Oh my goodness! Come in and there's already a body there. What in the what? Whoa! Look at all. Uh-oh. They're trapped in here now. They're trapped in here now. Uh-oh. Oh, person down. Person down. You know what? I'm actually going to take a picture. There we go. As proof, because I need proof. Here we go. You lost 3 times to the 4 of us. Well, let me add this in here, because, like, I'm telling you. All right. Let me add. Add a source. And we're going to call this chat. So I want to prove it's not me. It's not me. I want to prove it. See that? Right there. Right there. I'm going to leave that right there. See that? Hi, when are we going to do scaleless? We've done scaleless in the past. We're just kind of waiting. For others, we can't do scaleless by ourselves. We're not that talented. But But see, to prove. That's the name that they used. Not, yeah. I want to prove that. I kept getting rubber banded back. That wasn't fair. Oh, they went down. That's why I didn't find them. Just look for the bodies, right? Just look for the bodies. There we go. Sound is much better today than past streams. You're welcome. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that's that new crab. That's that new crab color. Ooh. Is spooky crab. Hi, is. Let's go watch everybody do their thing. And run. Because that's what we do. We run. We're good at running. Skeleton got in the way. It was like, no, you cannot leave. Never. Look at look at all the ward horses. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All the poor horsies. All the poor horses. Very nice. Well, apparently they fought nicely. That's good. Like to see that. They fought well. Good. Awesome. All the poor horsies, though. Oh my goodness. Poor horsies. So they're restocking. They got to restock. Oh, we got Ninja here, Wraith here. Okay. Oh, another Wraith? Oh, there's a lot of Wraiths here. Oh my goodness. Running is a huge part of UO. Yep, it is. Gotta run. Just keep running. Just go. If there's one thing I've learned, whether you PvP or you don't, run. Not GM, but yes. GM lady, not GM. Not GM. It's the robe. You're at Bedlam now. Oh, Bedlam, you say? Ooh. Oh, you have the librarian's key, but can't open the door. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you're supposed to get the key. Grants access to Bedlam. You have the key, but it's not letting you in. Oh, because you have to give it you have to exchange it. Yeah, HM lady. I think it's because you exchange it for 3 smaller keys. Okay, on my way. Fell U gate. I do believe you have to exchange it for 3 smaller keys. I'm double checking that, but I think. Found the other entrance. Start the quest for the librarian's key, which can be used to gain access to the grizzle for your party adventures. Keys to Bedlam's Peerless they look like scrolls. Ooh, yeah, there's a lot to that one. I do believe the key itself gets you in, but I think in order to do the grizzle, you have to have the Peerless keys. Multiples. But I'm pretty sure. Fell you Moongate. Thank you. I'm here. I'm at the Fell you Moongate. I don't see anybody. There is a I would say check the uo.com wiki information on how to get into Bedlam and make sure you have everything you need. I do believe the key lets you in, but in order to get to the Peerless, you need more than one key. I remember that much. That much I do. There they are. They're just running around. Heck yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Everybody's just running around. Action! Yes! Run! That's a lot of horsies there. Lots of war horses. I always thought that the blue and red horses were pretty. I always did. Look at all of them. Oh my goodness. It's like ants. It's like watching ants. Why am I on fire? Why am I on fire? They're very brave when they had double numbers. I don't know what that means. You do a lot of smack talk, huh? A lot of smack talking. You guys do a lot of smack talking. You're mean. Ronan, you do too. You're mean. I don't know about that. I haven't met many mean players. I like to say they're trying to get you. I know. They always try to get me. You can't get the Fenneko. What are you doing? What are these pink boots? I like the boots. We like the boots. We like the boots. I'm just saying. Love the boots, AJ. Love the boots. Oh, and the hair? Oh. Love the boots, though. The boots. I need me some of these boots. Uh-oh, we're going to see carnage. Oh, dear. This is a family channel, I'll have you know. I'm kidding. Oh, dear. Oh my goodness. Honestly, and I've had this discussion on we had this discussion recently in the forum. People ask, well, how, why don't, some people are doing things they're not supposed to be doing. Honestly, if you see somebody doing something they're supposed to be doing, by all means, don't. Yeah, I can't do. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't do anything about it. I would say, page a GM. Look at all of them. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this many people PvPing before. Oh my. This this is more than just PvP. This is all out war. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to keep up. There's a lot of there's a lot of fire going on right now. People throwing fire at each other. Cuz nothing says I love you like a fireball. You know, nothing shows your appreciation about somebody like a fireball to the butt. Wowee, look at that. But no, 100%, if you feel that you see something illegal, I definitely would say page a GM. As you can see, I've got like so many people on my screen right now. I'm trying to keep up. There's just so many people. Oh my goodness. You want to see an epic PvP battle? Holy cats. Look at this. There's healing, more fire. Look at this. And there goes my focus because it's like, oh, nope. There's no focus going on here. What are you talking about? We can't focus. I'm having a hard time keeping up with just watching one person, let alone like 20 on my screen. Oh my goodness. What? Oh my goodness. Look at this. To give an idea. This is wild. Yes, it is. To give an idea, let me see if I can zoom out. Oh, I can't right now, but oh my word. Explosion, healing, again, fireball everywhere, heard an energy bolt, lightning. Yep, there's explosion again. Oh, nope. Somebody didn't make it. Who didn't make it? Sorrow didn't make it. No. Look at that. My word. I'm getting torn between so many. What? Ah! You gave you your wish. Look at this. Ah, there's so many. I can't keep up. Healing. Look at all that. More healing. I hear potions. I hear potion drinks. So somebody's drinking potions. So they're actually using blue and red to distinguish them. Yes, so vice and virtue. So VVV, vice versus virtue. You have the two colors, and it's blue and red. And basically they are like warring against each other. So some of them like to distinguish, they like to get, the horses to match and stuff like that. And other people, well, they just enjoy just being themselves. But goodness gracious, look at all of this. Wow. Oh, Wraith is bleeding pretty badly. Again, lots of spell casting. Lots of spell casting. Explosion. Explosion seems to be one of the major ones used. I'm seeing, anyways. Explosion really seems to be pretty major in this one. Healing, of course. There's an energy bolt, I heard. I always love the trail of magic. The trail of magic that everyone uses. I love that. Look at that. Come on. There's so many. So many. Oh, somebody didn't make it again. Oh, Horsey went down. Horsey down. You couldn't be more happy, Ronan? See? I'm glad I could make someone's day today. Look at all this. This is wild. Everybody's just, oh my goodness. How? How do y'all find the energy? I mean, like, after all this, I'm like, my eyes are just like, nope. My eyes don't split into like 20 different directions. So, you know, I'm watching and going, wall of stone. Explosion again. Looks like magic arrow, maybe. Oh my goodness. Yep. Fire again. I know. I think it's whirlwind that noise is. I want to say it's whirlwind. Lots of healing going on. Wow. Look at that. Ah. I'm trying to just kind of like follow the crowd. There's not any particular person I am watching right now. I'm just following the crowd at this point, you know? I'm just following the crowd at this point. And I lost them. I looked away and I lost them. There they are. Whoo! You see that though? Like in a split second, you can lose it all. These people are serious. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ronan. These people are really serious. That's another person down. Jake. Jake went down. Poor Jake. Lots of fields, wall of stone, poison, magic arrow, healing, explosion. Oh my goodness. There's so much. Just trying to watch everybody and pay attention. Just gonna park here for a moment. Look at all the fields being cast right now. Oh my goodness. Yoicks. Poison fields. Yeah. Energy bolt, healing, flame strike. My goodness. My word. Oh, we just moved to the other side, apparently. Wow, look at all that. That's crazy. Look at that. More explosions. And if you ask me who's winning, I cannot answer. I cannot answer you. I don't know. I'm pretty sure both sides would say they're winning. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure both sides would say that they're the ones winning. Who really is winning? I don't. Oh my goodness. Come on. What? What? Come on. That's a lot of fields. That's a lot of fields. You're trying to crash my PC, I'm telling you. All those fields? Look at all of them. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at them all. That's insane. So I'm seeing tags. So they all I believe have VVV. I believe. I'm not 100%. So it looks like G0D and Pro. They seem to be the guilds. I do believe it's the two guilds right now, but they are in VVV. There's W, which is the Wraith Guild. So maybe there's 3 here. There could be more. Again, it might just be they could be allied guilds that are, they're fighting with their allied guilds and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%, but there's a lot. Oh, your woman's about to get home from work and you have to pretend like I didn't watch video game streaming all day. I can clean up very quick. Well, good luck, Ronan. Thanks so much for tuning in. You have a good one. We'll see you next time. Oh, my word. Wow. There's just so many. And they are really just, it's hard to keep up. Martin, you're still responsible for making a UO comic. Maybe guilds or and extended friends. That's true too. That's absolutely true too. Look at that. Look at that. Wild. That's insane. Look at how many people. There I I don't think I've seen this many people on Atlantic PvPing all at once during the day. Aw, thank you, Ronan. Thank you. Good night, Ronan. Like, look at all of these people. This is insane. I just love the magic trails behind people. I think it's so funny. I'm just going this way. If you ask me who I'm following, I don't know. I'm just going that way. Oh, my word. Trying to keep up with everybody is just craziness. They're kind of everywhere, you know? Look at them go. I just am in awe. This is wild to me. Absolutely wild to me. I think I closed out my paper doll by accident. Look at that. I'm just going in the general direction at this point. I'm following everybody because I have no clue. I don't even think they have a clue where they're going. It's just run. Just run. Do you know where you're going? No, just run. Eventually you'll get to where you need to be. This is crazy. This is absolute craziness. We're still by the U gate, by the way. So if you're thinking like we're like super far, we're not that super far. We're still by the U gate yet. We've just been going in massive circles basically, so we're not far off. Look it. There everybody goes again. Hard to pay attention where everybody's going. Look at that. It really is like watching like I don't know. Like if you had a bunch of I don't know, like ants or I don't know, like hamsters or gerbils or mice or rats or something. You know, small. You know how small animals tend to run like that, or like a bunch of scared cats, like all just kind of going everywhere. It's just they're just everywhere. How people can pay attention to certain people is always just amazing to me when it comes to PvP. Honestly. I do watch these and I do pay attention and I do try to learn. I really do. I try to learn. Oh, another one down. Yep, there's an energy bolt. There's a flame strike. Magic arrow. Lightning. Just a lot of stuff. Yeah, we're by the U bank now. U mint. Again, the number one thing I'm seeing is explosion, and I know that's one of those where it's like it's a nasty spell when you really think about it because like it has that delay, and if you I imagine if you can get a couple hits in with that going, you probably could do some good damage, especially if you can do time it just right. But I guess that would be like the big thing, timing. You know what I mean? That's something I don't have with PvP. I can't time, but there are people that man, they time these down to the second on how to, get people. Oh my goodness. It's just everywhere. There's not a single person that I can keep track of. Not a single person I can keep track of. I mean, I see the names. I just no. Like I said, I see the names. I just wow. Oh, this must be one of their houses. And we're going to the gate again, near the gate. And we're not picking sides. We're just kind of following everyone. Look at that. Goodness. My word. Oh, another one down. Another one down. Wow. Just absolute insanity. Oh, looks like poison. Oh, another one down. Another one down. Now they're going down pretty quick. You know, after a while, I mean, your people's eyes must just go absolutely buggy watching this stuff. Cause like ooh, I know I am. My eyes are going buggy. Oh man, that's a lot. I think that's where, because I'm starting to get, honest to goodness, I'm starting to get motion sick just watching everybody go. I'm just like, what? Huh? Just absolute motion sickness trying to keep up. Oh, I think that's where we're just going, we're going to take a break. Because, wow. Although, on the upside, my focus is apparently 90.9. So yeah, if that says anything at this point, you know? So yeah. Anyways, yeah, this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. I did. I really enjoyed this. This was a blast. And I hope you guys had a blast too. Like I said, I know there's a couple things that I want to get to before we close out today. And that's just because I think we need to kind of hit all the bases before we leave today. I think the first thing is yes, again, I know we streamed on a Tuesday. That is not usually our streaming day. We did because we're going to be doing Tuesday and Thursday of this week. There will be no stream on Wednesday and Friday. So, Tuesday and Thursday. Thursday, we are going to be streaming New Legacy Japan server. So if that is something that interests you or you just want to support us, by all means, please join us on Thursday. There will be Japanese speaking going on. I will try to, do some things in English and translate and stuff like that to ensure that kind of everybody is happy or as happy as can be while doing it. But if you've never seen New Legacy and that's something that you are interested in, we are doing the Mage Path as opposed to last time we did the Ranger Path. So we're going to do a Mage Path this time to have some fun with that. So that's what we're doing right now. And if you would like to find out where we are, you can catch up on the previous stream. And that'll tell you where we are in our journey to becoming a mage on the New Legacy Japan server. So, that being said, in the next 2 weeks to follow, we are going to have a little bit of a different streaming schedule. So, we're going to continue the Wednesdays and Fridays streaming the European and North American shards. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to be streaming the New Legacy Japan shards. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week and the week after, we are going to be streaming both on the North American and European shards and the Japanese shards. We're kind of covering all of our bases right now, pretty much. So be sure to tune in. Lots of opportunities to watch what's going on any one of those days. The only days we won't be streaming is Monday because Fenneko needs a day. Just one. All right. Also, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button because it really does help us in the algorithm so that when you search Ultima Online, we're right at the top. And be sure to check out all of our social media platforms where you can find interactions and all that wonderful stuff. Hazard, thank you. Good to see you again. Check out our socials. It has all of our interactive stuff that we post, as well as news and other information. Don't forget to check out the forum where you can ask questions, answer questions, report bugs, all that great stuff you can do on the forum. You can talk with your fellow players and everything, find out some player events, EM events, all that great stuff. That's right on the forum. If you have an active account, all you have to do is sign in like you would normally. Thank you, Martin. All you have to do is sign in like you would. There it goes. Thank you, Martin. Again, sorry. Sign in like you would for your account, and boom, you're right on the forum. You're ready to go. You can change your avatar and everything and make it your own before you start posting, or if you just want to read posts, that's fine too. Finally, UO.com, your number one source of all things official UO. It's going to have everything you need right in that fun little place. It's going to have your wiki. It's going to have EM event schedules, all that great stuff. The town crier's on there as well. So everything that you need, it's right at your fingertips, all on UO.com. So today was a fun day. We got to show Vorpal bunnies. We got to show the telescope that most people don't know about or have forgotten is there. So we showed how to do, we talked about how to do that, but showed where it is and everything, so that you can see that. We talked with some wonderful people, some new people, some returning people. I always love talking to you guys. We watched some PvP going on. And we learned about a certain someone's name that often isn't used in the game because it's not a well-liked term that is used in the game. It's not reportable by any means, but I mean, it's one of those names that you really shouldn't, use. It's not a nice name, but it was someone's name. So, I think from here on in, we're just going to call them T. So, but again, I left that up for a while so that you could see I wasn't being derogatory. That was their name. So, but anyways, we're going to have a good time, I think, on Thursday. I really hope you will join me then. I'm going to say my goodbyes here on Europa after I'm done with you guys. But yeah, I really enjoyed this time here, and I can't wait to see you all again real soon. So, that being said, I hope you have a great day, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay safe out there. And as always, be good to each other. I'll see you again on Thursday. Bye.